We will get started. And I'm going to pin my own picture and let's make some magic. Okay, friends, we're gonna come on up to stand. Can you please grab a chair? By the way, hi, sweet Karen. I didn't say hi to you yet. Hello. Okay, so, can't see my head. So please grab a chair or like a wall, something that you could easily hold on to. And we're gonna do our footwork, okay? Chair is optional. Anything that just can help you steady yourself a little bit more and focus on the feet, okay? I kind of like a chair. So fingertips to the back of the chair, and actually stand tall. Let's move our head a little bit just to warm up these parts. So bring the head to one side and then roll around to the other side. And please make any changes if you need to. And then go back again. Hold on for a second, guys. I just want to close my door so my girl doesn't ruin the party. And then let's go around in a circle one more time. Check in with the neck a little bit. And then come back to the center, pull your chin in towards your throat and look down towards your feet or your chair. Really give yourself like a double chin. And then stick the chin out and look up. Use your eyes. And then look down, chin in, chin out. Send your neck a little love. If it's a little snap, crackly, poppy. One more each way. And then come back to the center and we'll do side to side. So look to the right and slightly behind you, breathe. And then to the left, and then keep going here a little bit. Again, you don't have to force range of motion. Use your eyes, take those lovely deep breaths. Using your eyes helps. You might notice that you see a little bit further in each direction. Okay, it's very common for neck mobility to decrease as we age for a variety of reasons. So we really want to hold on to that. One more each way. Other side. And come back to the center. And then let's just give the back and the legs a quick stretch. So you're going to hold on to the chair, step back away from the chair, and then give your spine and your legs a little bit of a stretch at the same time. I like to do a few things. I like to move my head up and down in a nice, smooth way. Lift the head, look forward, just to get that mobility now in the neck and also the upper spine. Okay, you make any changes you need to make. Sometimes actually turning around and putting your hands on the lower end of the chair for some people is a better fit. And now also the legs, bend one leg, straighten the opposite leg, straighten that other leg, bend the opposite leg. You can keep sort of alternating. Bend one, straighten the other. Notice where you feel stuff. Try and lengthen the neck. Take those nice deep breaths. And then one more each way. Come back to the center. Send the tail further back. Really stretch out your spine. Stretch your fingers, your wrists. Plant your feet into the ground. One more deep breath here. And exhale. And then soften the knees. Let's gently walk forward, and as you come forward towards your chair, you can roll up to stand, nice and tall. Keep your chair close by, and then bring the arms up to the ceiling. Let's hook our thumbs, fingers up, chin down. Nice little opener for those ribs and the whole side body. And reach. Super deep breaths here. Send energy down through the feet and up through the fingers. One more each way. And come back to the center. Open the thumbs, but reach the arms up. Take a breath in. And then exhale, bring the arms down, make the neck longer. Good. Okay, now let's come back to our chair. Feet are going to be just about hip distance. This is our footwork. Spread your toes open. Slide the heels together. So we've got a little bit of that Pilates V, or just a V shape. Squeeze your heels if you can, and lift up and lower down. Lift up. So as you lower and lift your heels, this is your opportunity to give your feet a little bit of attention and love. You know, regardless of what's going on in your feet, we want to keep mobility, increase it if possible, increase flexibility of the feet. They just can get so tight, and often those little muscles don't work the way we want them to. So we're starting in that heels together, toes apart position, which in my opinion kind of forces you to not roll out towards your pinky toes. When I squeeze my heels together, it forces me to be in the big toe as much as I'm in the little pinky. Let's just do 5 more here, and you can be super light with your hands as you move. That's actually better. And 3 more. By the way, you're just taking your nice deep breaths. And then lower all the way down. And now let's open the feet so they are parallel to one another. Toes are forward, another set of heel lifts. Now you get to not have your heels together, but still just peek down, please. And notice that you are moving evenly. Okay? All you have to do is pick up your favorite shoes that you've had for maybe just a little bit too long and flip them over and look at the sole of the shoe to see what has worn away. For me, it's pretty consistent. I always wear away like the right heel before anything else. And that's just an indication of something. Something. You know, that side's a little different. Last one here, lower all the way down. From here, feet are gonna come a little wider. Feet are gonna come a little wider. Toes wide, stand tall. Last little set of heel lifts. This one's a little bit different. Heels are gonna lift, and then you're gonna slowly lower for 3, 2, 1. Again, lift. And 3, 2, we're just doing 4 more. Lift, 3, 2, use your toes, lift, 3, 2, 2 more, lift, 3, 2, last one, lift, 3, 2, and 1. Good. From here, step your left foot forward and your right foot back. So here's a lovely calf stretch. The more you lean into that back heel, the better. Can you bring your fingertips to the chair and bring your upper body even more upright? From here, perhaps, hands to hips, feet are grounded. Lean back into that back heel the best you can. In fact, even pick up your back toes a little so you can get more stretch to that back calf. And just hold here for a minute. Just a nice stretch for the back half. Bring your arms to the ceiling, actually. Maybe a nice little lift to the chest. And then let's bring the hands back and we'll switch. So stretching out the feet is really helpful before you do squats. Squat range of motion has a lot to do with mobility in the ankle. So I'm reaching down through the back heel. I'm pretending almost like I want to pick up my toes. Maybe you're going to stay on your chair. Maybe you will come to your hips with your hands, or maybe you'll reach up. You can figure out which one is best for you today. Nice little lift of the chest. My front knee is bent a little bit. Take a breath. And exhale. And then come back down. And then come back again. Now I'm going to take my chair and move it back a little bit. I don't know if you have to do that. Basically, we're going to come standing in front of the chair. So whatever you need to do in your space, it's okay at this point if I can't see you too well. Okay? So close to your chair, all right? This is going to be our little guide. The knees will bend and the booty will go back. And this is a great place for you to have a mirror in your space just to kind of see what your patterns are. Push through your heels and come back up to stand. Ideally, if you were going to sit back in the chair, this is what you would do. You would stick your booty all the way back because the goal would be to sit. But we're not. We're coming up again. And let's breathe. Inhale and exhale. And as you breathe, notice that you really do need that mobility in the ankle to be able to go down like this. Okay? It's a nice deep breath along the way to increase your chances of using your core muscles a little bit more deeply. Let's do 8 more. And exhale. And 7. And exhale. Peek at your knees, ladies. Ankle distant, if possible. And come up, last 4. And maybe you're not coming down quite as far as I am, and that's totally fine, okay? Please don't force it, especially if you're experiencing pain somewhere. Let's do 2 more for fun. Inhale, last 1, and come all the way up. Good. From here, chair will be by your side if you need it, okay? We're gonna stand into our right leg and bring the left leg right up to the side, all right? My weight is definitely in the right leg. Stand tall. Arms. Here, let's start here, and you can do really whatever you'd like. The lift and the lower starts, but nothing else is changing. You're just lifting and lowering this outside leg. Okay, so arms, maybe here, maybe here. Okay, you're you. I love to give you options. Hands behind the head is fine. The only issue I don't like sometimes with hands behind the head is that people tend to push their own head forward. Okay, so make sure you're pulling back into your hands instead. So all those options are good. We're doing 4 more here. And 3, and 2, and 1, and come back down. Bring the arms slightly behind you. Stand tall into both feet. Lift your chest, and then bring your hands back, maybe to another place to do the other leg. You can move your arms around and see which one you like best. So now it's the right leg. And a lower and a lift, and hopefully you're not kicking your crops like I am. Please stand tall. Relax your shoulders, or just find a good sort of plugged in shoulder position as you're moving. Last 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and then bring the foot down. Bring the arms out in front of you. Take a nice deep breath. And then exhale, press the arms back, lift and open the chest, get tall everywhere, and push down through your feet. And then bring the arms back to someplace, okay? You can move them around. We're going back into the right leg, you guys. The left leg is gonna do something a little different. We're gonna come out, flex, and then point. Flex, really use your toes. Pull them back, reach through the heel, reach through the toes, breathe. Last 3 here. Stand tall. 2, 1 more. Come all the way down, arms up, take a nice deep breath. Chest expansion. Exhale, open the chest, reach back, get tall, push down and up at the same time, through the head and the feet. And then other arm, arms again, just a reminder, they're up to you. Stand tall, leg out, point, flex, point, flex. You should feel yourself fully extended through your working leg. Well, I guess both legs are working. Standing leg. Last 3, and 2, 1 more. And then come down, 1 more chest expansion breath. This time exhale. And now inhale. And bring the arms back out. Walk your feet in a little closer to one another. This is a suggestion for the arms. Left leg will come out in front of you, and the leg will go in and out. Little tick-tock. In and out. And what arm position helps you to remain stable through that standing leg? We're breathing. 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, and come down. Other side. Other side, I'm going to change the hands just for fun. I'm going to bring my hands to my forehead. Leg in and out. In and out. Move that foot around a little, you guys. The working leg, the leg that's moving, I should say. Maybe as you come in, point. As you go out, flex. Last 3. And 2. Last 1. Come all the way down. Bring the arms down. From here, you'll be using your chair or not. It's up to you. I'm going to step kind of close to the chair just in case I want to use it. I'm going to start with my fingertips on the chair just to give myself a frame of reference, and I'm going to bring my left leg back. From here, this is where the chair becomes optional. You can float your hands off and stay close, okay? The back leg is going to come straight up and down. And let's point the back foot. So you guys, my right knee is soft. I've got my weight over this right leg. Back leg is moving, but I'm really trying to remain stable. And P.S., I love the chair so you can get the right spine, which should be neutral. Okay, a lot of people kind of want to round when they do this stuff, move all around. Keep yourself neutral and still. Let's do 4 more. 4 and 3. Keep going. And 2. And 1 more time. Can you lift that back leg? Flex and hold. Arms. Pick up one, then maybe the other. Play around with your arms just a little bit. Maybe if you feel comfortable, arms wide and back. Reach and back. 2 more. Reach, we're breathing. 1 more. Reach and come all the way up. Just for a moment. Step back a little bit. Bring your feet and your knees together. Just a little bit of a soft bend of the knee, and then a movement for the spine. Round, arch. Round. Don't force it. Breathe. Flexion, which is the rounding. Extension, which is the arch. Let's do 1 more each way. And we've got to do that other leg, okay? So you don't have to move your chair. I don't know what I just did, but there I did. Step the opposite leg back. For me, it's my right. This is the part where, who knows how you'll be connected. Back leg. Up and down, okay? However you are, 2 things. You are grounded over this standing leg. Your upper body is still. Your upper spine is fairly neutral. It still feels a little bit like chest out, belly in, long spine. It doesn't feel like an arch to me. It feels neutral. Back leg is mobile. Last 4 here. And 3. And 2. Light on the hands if you are here. Now we're lifting and holding. Flex that back foot. And let's experiment a little bit with the arms, if you haven't already. Up and down with 1, or maybe wide arms and back. Wide arms, maybe 1 at a time is better for you. And 2 more. Reaching your wings wide. Long neck, 1 more time. And come all the way up. Good. I'm going to come back. I'm going to actually move my chair for this next part. Give myself a little bit of space. I'd like to grab, all of us have light weights or cans or jars, correct? Please grab your light weights. And what by light, I think 3, 2, that will be enough for this. Because this is not like about arms, this is just a little bit more sort of balancey, okay? So grab your weights. I have 2 jars, cans, that's all good, water bottles. And I've got my 2 light weights, and we're gonna put 1 of the weights down. If you stand tall, 1 of the weights will go in front of your own feet, and then just kind of eyeball or measure quickly. Don't get crazy, 1 of your own feet. 1 of your own feet, yeah. And I think spatially, I'm probably gonna have to, this room looks bigger than it is, okay? So 1 foot's distance away from this light weight. You're gonna take your other weight, or whatever you have, into your right hand. And I'm gonna hold my weight like that, okay, if you can. So it's just kind of long. The right leg, I'll come to my side so you can see a little bit better. Your right hand and your right leg are first gonna be the ones that are gonna move a little bit. I've got my right leg back. We just did this when we were standing close to the chair, and the left knee soft. Can you bring your left hand to your left hip? Okay, now, right leg comes up just a little. Let's do that 3 more times. Lengthen your spine. Right leg up just a little. 2 more. Shoulders are relaxed. 1 more time. Now, right leg is lifted. Please grab your chair if you need it. By the way, you can keep it right next to you. Ideally, your back leg and your upper body are in one lovely straight line. Let's shift your weight for 3 or 4 inches and come right back up again. My right arm is just hanging into space. As I lift my back leg, I am leaning forward. My left hip is experiencing a hinge. I am breathing. Now, that weight that's on the floor, it's kind of far away, isn't it? Who knows? Maybe today you will tap your right weight with the one that's on the ground. I don't know. I'm not really sure if that's in the cards for me today. But ideally, you're not moving separately from your leg. You are moving at the same pace. And make that the priority, not touching the weight. Okay, touching the weight, who cares, to be honest with you? It's more the movement that I care about. My left hip is starting to burn a little. Let's do 3 more, in a good way. And 2 more. Left arm wide is nice too. 1 more time. Oh geez, I got it. Woo, okay, that was exciting. All right, you guys, side 2. Just in case that was hard to see, I'll do this. Side 2, left hand weight, right hand hip, left leg back. Belly button is in, long neck, think a happy thought. Let's just lift and lower the back leg a few times so we can tell that right foot that it needs to really do a bit of work. And now the next time you lift the leg, you're gonna lift and hold. We start small. Shift your weight forward. Oh yeah, come right back up again. And shift your weight forward. So this is such a great little indicator of what's going on, foot to foot, side to side. The priority is getting the leg and the upper body in the same sort of, it's the same long thing. You don't pick up the leg first and then lean. You do it at the same time. And if you're wobbly, don't get mad at yourself. It's good for you to notice. Better for us to know things. Let's do 5 more. And 4 more. Maybe you're only going an inch in either direction. That's still super valuable. Last 3. And 2. And 1 more time. And come all the way back up. I love that exercise. Okay, let's grab the weights. So now we've got 2 light weights, and this is a little arm series. So if you want to up your weights, the choice is yours, okay? I still have my shoes. So I'm gonna start with my heels together again, toes apart, standing tall. P.S., where is your head? It's not here, right up above the rest of you, okay? Arms come wide and back down, and then we'll go up front. As you move your arms to the sides and then out front, maintain energy through your feet. Belly button is in. I talked last week on my live Facebook classes when sound was working about sort of like the secret weapons of Pilates and this movement, which helps you to, it sort of magically helps you with your balance just by doing Pilates. And one of them is the fact that we pay so much attention to the feet. And the other secret weapon is the breath. When you're taking those deep breaths, you're stimulating your deepest core muscles. If you've got strong, active core muscles, your balance is going to be better. If you've got strong feet, chances are you are lessening your risk of fall every single time you work out those feet. 1 more each way. And if your feet are tight, work to stretch them. We're going to do a great little foot stretch at the end of class. Now, heels together, toes apart, arms now back a little. Hold here. Lift your chest. Slide your shoulders down. Keep that. Come up and back. As you press your arms back, pull your belly and open your chest. Inhale and exhale. Strong feet, tall spine. 4 more. and press back. 3 more, and press back. 2 more, and press back. 1 more, press back and hold. You're not super far back. Go about halfway. Shoulders back again, little pulse back here. I like to reach through my fingers and hold on to the weights with my thumbs, because then you're doing a little bit of work for the wrists and the fingers and the hand. 5, 4, relax the jaw. 3, 2, 1, and then bring the arms down by your sides. Turn your palms forward. A little bit of a march. Arms up, one leg up. Back down and switch. Up, back down and switch. When you bring your arms up, these are super light weights, but make sure you're not curling your shoulders forward. Imagine there's like a little piece of string that pulls you up through the crown of the head and the chest. Each time you pick up the leg, stand tall. Stand tall. Let's do 4 more. 4, and 4, and 3, and 3, and 2, and 2, last 1, and 1, and then bring it down. Walk your feet out just a little bit, okay? Your knees and your hips will tell you if you're gonna stay here or if you're gonna go do a regular squat, okay? But as long as this is okay, I'm gonna bring my weights together so they're together on a flat end and right into my chest. And I'm gonna bend my knees wide. So when I bend my knees wide, friends, I'm not sticking my booty out. Spine is nice and straight. If your knees and your hips do not like this, why don't you go back and do a regular squat, okay? Otherwise, knees wide. We're holding here. Get your feet into the ground. Lift your chest. Relax your shoulders. Shift slightly right, slightly left. Slightly right, slightly left. You're breathing. Listen to your parts. Don't push into pain. Come back to center. Lift your chest. Widen your knees just a teeny bit if you can. Pull your head on your booty underneath the line of the head and the spine. Just hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Inhale, exhale, all the way up. In, okay? Soften your knees. Stick your tush out. Belly button is in. Arms are gonna come right by your sides. This is another place where I love having a mirror in the room. I'm able to use my Zoom picture. But for you guys, a lot of times people do this, okay? We don't want that. Arms, bend, reach. This is another place if your weights are light like mine. Make your fingers long and hold on with your thumbs. Belly is in. 8, and 7, and 6. Keep going. 5, 4. Always check out those knees. Make sure they're not falling in towards one another, but they're staying as wide as your ankles. And 2, last 1. Hold. Keep your arms straight. Come wide and down. And wide when you come up. Maybe straighten the spine out a little more. Reach. Back down. Let's just do 4 more. Reach. Back down. Make sure your weight is in your heel as much as the ball of the foot. 2 more. 1 more time. Come down. Straighten yourself out. Move your head a little bit from side to side. One side. Other side, 1 more each way. Breathe. And come back to the center. Okay, from here, we're gonna put our weights down. We're not gonna use them for the next part just yet. And we're gonna come down onto our mat. So I would love for you to get your things out of the way. We're gonna do a little side lying work. So when you lie on your side, if a rolled up towel under your head or a yoga block is helpful, this would be your time to grab that, okay? So this is some side lying work. Keep a prop handy, just in case you want to make some adjustments. I'm going to lie right on my own arm. And I'm going to bring my opposite hand, my top hand. So I'm on my right side. We're going to get to both sides, of course. So it doesn't necessarily matter what side you're on. But if you want to be aligned with me, I'm on the right. Bring your left hand or your top hand right in front of your ribs. And we're going to lift the top leg up and lower it down. So let's just wake up this outer hip. Lift, lower. We'll do 7 more. 7 and 6 and 5. I have my bottom foot flexed here, and I'm kind of pressing my bottom leg down a little just to sort of keep even the bottom leg active a bit. Last 3, 3 and 2 and 1, and then lower down. Now lift the top leg up so your knee is in line with your hip, and then extend the top leg out like you're pushing something away from you with your heel, and just hold here for a second. Really reach through that heel, and then point and flex, and point and flex. The more you reach through the heel as you flex, the more you should feel the glute fire. 3 more, and 2 more, and 1 more, and flex. Bend the knee, come all the way back, lower the leg. Straighten both legs out, and ideally you're at an angle. Your upper body is straight, but your legs are pitched forward just a bit. For me, I just have to look down and I can see my toes very easily. So I'm on an angle like that. Top leg is going to lift up hip height again. Flex both feet. Belly button is in. The top leg is going to come forward and back. I very much like to move the foot around during this series. Sometimes I do flex forward, point back, point forward, flex back is nice too. Try both. Which one's your favorite? Breathe. The more you get the foot involved, it'll change the way all the muscles fire. Let's do 4 more. Energy through the bottom leg. If you're feeling any tenderness in your bottom hip, you can try bending that knee, that bottom knee. That's okay too. Let's do 1 more. And back. And then bring the legs together. Top leg comes up a little. Find a little turnout and then kick up to the ceiling. Up and down. Up and down. There's always that first kick up to the ceiling where everybody's, well, like not everybody, but most people, like their leg cracks a little bit. And it always kind of like freaks me out. I'm like, uh-oh, someday I just feel like I'm going to see a leg like fly into the room. It's just like pops right out. Last 3, confessions of a Pilates teacher. 2 more, 1 more, and then come down. Hover the leg on top of the bottom leg. Bring your top hand to your hip so you can just be like, yes, that hip is perfectly still. Little circle. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and go the other way. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Bend your knees in towards you. Okay, the knees are gonna stay. We're gonna bring our top hand right to the forehead, okay? Fingertips, my palm is facing forward, my fingertips are into my forehead. Just first, lengthen your neck and your spine so you're not rounded forward at all. Take a breath in, and then exhale. A little bit of a lift away from the floor, and then lower back down. And try it again. So, often as people move through this little exercise, I see a lot of neckiness, okay? What I'd love to see is a nice long neck. You're not sort of overly pushing yourself up, but you're really using your, for me it's my left side, that top side of you. When I curl up, I also pull my left shoulder down into my back, or whatever is your top shoulder. Last 4. And 3. And 2. One more time. hold here. Little pulse up, little pulse up. Don't over push yourself up. Find those side body muscles, long neck. Last 3 and 2. And for some people, the arm there is not good and hand in front of you is great. I should have said that earlier, but you can try this. Last 3 for fun, and 2, and 1 more time. And come all the way down. Okay, great. From here, let's flip right over and do the other side. If you used anything like your block or your towel, please bring it with you. And we'll start on the other side, knees bent. Knees bent. Before we move, lengthen your neck. Get your neck and your spine organized. Top leg first. Also, find a little bit of like a booty out feeling here. Try not to go into flexion or a tucked position here. You should feel like your sits bones are facing the opposite wall. Top leg up and down. Up and down. Press down with the bottom leg a bit so that leg is active. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and go about halfway down and pause, or let's say hip height here, and press through the heel and just hold here for a second. Imagine you're pushing something away. Really, really, really reach. Find that feeling. Let's let this move a little. Inhale, come in. Exhale, reach. Inhale, come in. Exhale, reach. Really reach through that heel. Push it away. Just 4 more like this. You should feel your glute turn on each time you extend that leg like that. And 2 more. 1 more time. Now reach and hold. Make the leg a little bit longer if you can. And then point and flex. Point and flex. I feel like this leg is in line with my upper body. It's not forward in front of it, okay? You're in a nice long straight line. 1 more point and 1 more flex. And then bend the knee, come all the way back in and lower down. Let's straighten out both legs. A little bit of turnout with the top leg, and it's still, your legs are at that angle, okay? So if you're lying like this and you look down, you should be able to see your toes. Top leg lift a little bit, and let's come forward and back. And again, what's your foot doing, and how does that change the way this exercise feels? I often like that flex forward, point back. If you want to bend your bottom knee, that's fine. Last 4, and 3, and 2, last 1, and then bring the legs together. Again, a little turnout, lift, find your little turnout first, and then kick up, and lower down, kick up, lower down, reach. This whole series is about strength and flexibility at the same time. 5 more, up, and 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Lower almost all the way down, pause, bring your top hand to your hip. This is gonna say stay nice and still, little hip, little circles. Hips don't go anywhere. Ball and socket joint, 4, 3, 2, go the other way. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Bend your knees again. Top hand right to the forehead. Straighten out your upper spine, please. Lengthen that neck out. Inhale, exhale, curl up. Okay, so just a reminder, this is about the side body. So I don't care where your parts are. The hand right here actually feels great. Hand in front of you is a really nice way to do this too. In fact, I almost like it better. I think I like both, but I kind of like this better. The neck is lighter. When I'm like this, I feel like I can really pull my top shoulder into my back. Okay, so you do which one of those you want. Last 3. Be light in your neck. And 2, One more time. Lift and hold. Little pulse. Little pulse. Little pulse. And 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. And come all the way down. Take a nice deep breath. Okay, from here, let's come on up to sit. And when you come on up to sit, you can face the camera or someplace that is good for you to face. Your feet will widen a little bit wider than your own hips. This is your spine stretch forward, okay? Those of you with tight legs, sitting up a little higher can help often for people to just get a straighter spine. So if your spine is rounded, soften your knees. But if you've got flexible legs, straighten them out. Let's extend the arms and flex those feet, sit up tall, relax your shoulders, take a nice deep breath. And it's a stretch forward. It's a stretch forward without sinking. You pull your belly in, reach through the fingers, the heels, the crown of the head, and then pull your belly in, initiate sitting back up again, and relaxing your shoulders. Sit tall. And exhale. Imagine you can open up your own spine. Put a little space between those vertebrae. And then come all the way back up. Relax your shoulders again. Inhale. And exhale. Deepest breath. One more. Inhale, come all the way up. And stretch. And then come all the way up, and you're gonna bring your hands behind you and bend your knees, okay? So we're gonna try fingertips to the sides, feet and knees, just about hip distant, all right? Let's first just like sink the chest. This is our like what we do at the beach, or not at the beach. Lift your chest, okay? So keep that chest lifted, open up the shoulders, and now start to lift the hips a bit, and then lower back down. As you move your hips, can you keep your chest open? Lift. As long as this is okay for you, this is such a great chest opener. I like to keep my head forward. That's the way I was originally taught this exercise. But I know yoga, this yoga move has you look back. So if you like that, go ahead and do it. Let's do 5 more. And exhale. 4 more. And exhale. And 3. And chest is still nice and open. 1 more time. And exhale. And then lower the hips. Grab your yoga block or your towel and bring it with you. We may use it. And you guys are gonna lie down on your back, okay? So lie all the way down. When you get down there, let's just give the shins a quick hug. Why not? Straighten your spine out. And then bring the feet back down. Okay, so hands to your hips. Just a gentle little rock back and forth of the pelvis. Our pelvis and our hips and our belly muscles, hopefully they're nice and warm by now. But if you put a little grape underneath your low back, and then you gently crush the grape, you make wine, you guys. But we're not making wine, we're being very gentle. We're going through flexion, which is round, and extension, which is the arch, but let's come back and find the center. Nice and neutral. Walk your feet so they come together. Keep your pelvis neutral. Bring one leg up, don't lose neutral. Carefully and slowly lower back down, and then switch to the other side. Can you create perfect stillness here in your midsection when you are in neutral? When I pick up my leg, I want to go back into that sort of imprinted position, but don't let it. Just stay nice and still. Take your time here. Maybe land each time on the heel, and be careful on the way down. That's when people's pelvises really tend to lose the shape. Just notice what's going on there, okay? Is it easier for you to pick up one side rather than the other? One leg rather than the other? Just one more each way. And then lower down when you're done and find heels that are a little bit wider than your own tush. And let's bring the arms to the ceiling. You still are neutral. Can you flex your feet, friends? Flex your feet. Feet are down. Knees are bent. Exhale, bring your hips up a little. Go back down with your inhale. Can you keep your pelvis neutral? Okay? You don't have to get crazy about it, but really I'm just asking you to keep your spine long instead of articulating. We're going to articulate next. When you keep your spine long, you might feel a little bit more work and pressure up into the shoulders when you lift your hips. My heels are down into the mat, you guys. My toes and the balls of the feet are lifted. So this definitely creates more work through the backs of the legs, for me at least. Arms are reaching to the ceiling. Create a little bit of nice energy through the arms. Let's do 5 more here. Lift, lower, keep breathing. 4, down, 3, down, 2, down, 1, lower, halfway pause. Arms go all the way down onto the sides, and you can press your arms down. You can either do palms down, ladies, or karate chop of the hand. You choose. Hips are still, knees are moving now. In, out, in, out. Long neck, belly button is in. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Come back to the center where you started. Relax your throat. Here's your articulation. Roll down, roll down, roll down, release. Okay, bring your arms by your sides. Grab your yoga block or your towel if you don't have a yoga block, that's fine. Yoga block is just kind of like, I think, a little bit easier. It'll stay in place, but both will work. And you're gonna put it right in between your thighs. In between the thighs. Arms will go down by your sides. Let's do a little karate chop action here. And your feet are relatively close to your tush. Take another deep breath in. And exhale as you come up. Give the block a little squeeze. And just hold here for a second. Connect with your feet again. They should feel like they are facing forward. Like your toes are down, the ball of the foot is down, the heels are down. Your inner thighs are doing a little bit more work, I think, right? Now that it has a little something to squeeze. And let's move the feet a little again. So flex, pick up the balls of the feet and the toes. Put the balls of the feet and the toes down. Lift the heels, put them down. Lift the toes, put them down. Squeeze your block. Lift the heels, put them down. Lift the toes, squeeze your block. Lift the heels. 3 more like this. 3, and 3, and 2, and 2, and 1, and 1. Ooh, heels down. Lower the hips, okay? Take the block out. I just wanted to wake up those inner thighs a little bit. For the next part, you can put your block under your head if you like that for some of the stomach and the abdominal work, the abdominal series, okay? I kind of like a towel better than the block, but this is just what I have right now, so it will do. Arms down by your sides, legs in tabletop. Okay, let's focus on those bellies, friends. Now I'm a little bit more imprinted. Do not force that feeling. I'm not arched, I'm just a little bit less neutral, and that helps me to feel the low belly a little bit more, okay? Knees together, feet together. Point the feet, belly button is in. Stretch the legs out, flex the feet, bend the knees, come in and point. Stretch the legs out, flex, bend the knees. Let's add a deep breath. Exhale, and bend, and exhale. And point. 4 more. And 3 more. Try to get that low belly to participate. Let's do 1 more. Come all the way in. Lower down for a moment. Relax the pelvis. Inhale, exhale. Bring the legs back up. Find those low bellies. I almost feel like I'm trying to pull my hip bones in towards one another. One leg stays in as the opposite leg stretches out. My right foot is pointed, my left foot is flexed. And switch. Get the feet involved, you guys. Get a little dynamic with those feet. It changes what's happening in the whole leg. Breathe. And breathe. Really push something away as you pull something back in. 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, and 1. Come all the way down. Take a nice deep breath. Single straight leg. Legs come back up one at a time. Find your low belly muscles. One leg will go straight up. I'm going to reach up and grab onto my calf because I can get there. If you can only grab onto your knee, that's as high as you can get. Go lower or higher. Okay, I'd rather you not grab directly onto that opposite knee. Point both feet, belly button is in, and switch. And switch. Some people love to lift their heads in this one. Long neck. Okay, but keeping your head down is wonderful, especially when you're thinking about lengthening your neck to increase the musculature of the upper spine. Last 4, and 4, and 3, and 3. Deep stretch, you guys. 2, and 2, and 1, and 1. Ooh. Put those feet down. Get rid of the block, please, or the towel, whatever you've got. Give yourself that nice flat upper spine. Walk your feet and your knees together. Squeeze the inner thighs. Take a breath. Exhale, hips up a little bit. And I want you to stay right here. Please find your inner thigh muscles by squeezing your thighs together or the knees. Where's your feet? Can you squeeze your heels and the big toes together too? So hold there, little pulses of that squeezy feeling. And what I mean is knees squeeze, squeeze, it's like a pulse there. But I want you to think about the big toes and the heels. So we've got the inner thighs and the muscles on the inside of the legs firing from the toes all the way up through the inside of the calf, in through the thighs, upper inner thighs, all that good stuff. Hope you feel that. It's just a little pulse in and out. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now squeeze and hold. Lower your hips a teeny bit. They're only very slightly lifted off the ground. Squeeze your knees together. Straighten out the right leg, bend, put it back. Straighten out the right leg, put it back. Straighten out the left leg, then put it back. Right leg, bend, put it back. If you want some excitement here, straighten out the left leg and pick up the right arm. Right leg, pick up the left arm. One more each way. And down other side. Oh yeah, lower those hips. Let's do prayer feet, wide knees, take breath. One more deep breath. Okay, knees come back up again. Let's do a little work on our bellies, please. Flip yourself over. Flip yourself over. When you do, come onto your belly with your arms kind of wide. I really prefer this position for me. So I kind of always come back to wide elbows like a goalpost. Palms down, forehead down. Okay, and P.S. if you want to have like a block or a towel, this is going to like limit the range of motion a little bit, but if it's better fit for you, you can go ahead and do that. I'm just trying it to see how it feels. Super deep breaths here, my friends. Push down through your hands and your elbows, and then lift your head and your chest and look forward. When you do this, acknowledge that you've got some belly muscles under there, and just gently pull them in and include them. Lower down, get rid of my block. and lift. Breathe. Lower down and lift. Here are those lovely upper spine muscles that we need to help keep us tall. Let's do 4 more. Legs are long. If it feels very intuitive, maybe to lift the legs or to add something here, go ahead and do that. You can add an arm lift too. That's definitely going to bring it up a notch, and that's great. So weave in just whatever feels good. What feels good to you today? Do that. Let's do a few more. And 2 more. And then last time. And lift. And then bring the hands underneath your shoulders and let's sit back and give ourselves a little child's pose stretch. And if child's pose is just not in the cards for you today, just lie on your belly, rest your head on your hands, and take a big, old, deep breath. In fact, give me 3 more exhales for good luck. And then 2 more exhales. And 1 more. Good. Okay, friends, we're gonna make our way up to stand. Before you come up to stand, actually no, come up to stand. Come up to stand, grab your yoga block, just a quick little foot stretch before you're free for the rest of the day, okay? Grab your yoga block. I really like to use my chair for this, but you certainly and totally don't have to. Bring your yoga block to the ground, and P.S. if all you have is a towel, that's fine. You're gonna put the right ball of the foot underneath, on top of your yoga block. Fingertips here, I like this because I really can sort of lean forward into this stretch and just give myself a little bit more of a lift for the upper body. The further forward you bring your left foot, or you can even use your left foot to gently push yourself forward. And this is just such a huge stretch. Please breathe. The other thing I do is I think about ever so slightly shifting my foot towards the big toe and towards the pinky toe, like sort of moving the foot in and out just a little bit. And this is, right here, people tend to lack, as they age, the ability to pick up the foot to walk. And so people fall because they do a little bit more shuffling. And a lot of it has to do with loss of mobility in this way. So this is an important stretch for us as we age. Let's just take another deep breath. And then switch to the other side. Side 2. Notice if one side feels a lot different from the other. It is for me. Here comes the rain in my area. Stand tall, take a nice deep breath. Thank your body and your brain for doing all the things that your body and your brain do to keep you functional. One more deep breath. If you guys were here right now, see, this would be a, I don't know, a plus or a minus, depending on what you like. I've been baking bread, which I think all of you know about. I'm learning how to do sourdough bread, and I really love it. I'm really getting into it. It's been really wonderful, to be honest with you. You can come off of your block. So yesterday, for the first time, yesterday was my dad's birthday. I'll take y'all off mute. Yesterday was my dad's birthday, and they came over for a little bit. And for the first time, I made a focaccia. My dad says, "Stace, you gonna make the focaccia? When are you gonna make that focaccia for me?" So I finally focaccia, and they came over, and I made 2 different kinds of focaccia. One that's just sourdough, and one that was like kind of like a yeast sourdough. And it was so good, I couldn't even believe it. And if you guys were here, I would offer you a piece. You might not take it, and I wouldn't be offended. But let me tell you, that sourdough focaccia was the shit. have changed my life. So someday when we see each other again in person, I will share some celebratory focaccia with you guys. Maybe it'll work out for 2022.
It was a great class.
Yay! I hope you guys have such a great day. Please be good to yourselves. Drink water. Think happy thoughts. Do all those
Thank
things.
you.
And if you have any questions or if you want to tell me about your body, I love that. That's my favorite. So please do that whenever you'd like, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Have a
Thanks.
good day, guys.